In the summer of 2019, Smithtown Central School District broke ground on a massive community project that will bring solar energy to buildings throughout the district.
A tremendous undertaking, the project will completely change the school grounds and the community.
We also examined what the process was like logistically for High School West, where many of the panels are situated.
All right, so we're standing in the parking lot just outside Smithtown West High School. In front of me and behind the camera is, and actually we're in the shade of one of the structures right now, is a 2 megawatt carport solar system. 2 megawatts is large enough to produce enough power, kilowatt hours, to take the entire school district of Smithtown schools, so not just West and Acomset Middle and Acomset Elementary here on this campus, but all of the buildings, and produce enough power to take the consumption needs of the entire school district in a year. So we're really excited about that.
Well, I think, we're the pilots, so what's really going to happen is you'll see that after we get this out there and kind of publicize it, you're going to see more and more people looking to do this. Obviously, we have an ideal location for it because we have an open layout, and it's perfect for gathering as much sun as you can. But I think that other places are going to look at that and they're going to say, you know what, maybe we need to look into it too and to reduce our footprint as well.
Did you know we talked a little bit earlier about how this is the largest solar carport for any school district in the state of New York. When we look at the overall project in terms of its funding and how did Smithtown get this to work, basically this system will produce about $375,000 in annual energy savings. So every year for the next 35 years, 40 years, this system is going to continually produce that type of energy savings. So the upfront cost of this system is approximately $6 million. So when we do the economics of this, it really has about an 18-year simple payback, which is great. The picture economically gets better when the State Education Department of New York gives about 50% aid to this. So that brings the project cost down on this particular piece to about $3 million. So now you're looking at just under a 10-year simple payback, which is really nice for a project of this size, that it pays for itself within 10 years. And now you're looking at, panel expected life of 30 years. You've got 20 years after the 10 of just pure money being generated for the Smithtown schools and being a benefit back to Smithtown, for really a very long time. So I think that's an overview.
Well, the cost is absolutely reasonable. It really gets put through on contracts where we have basically they're energy performance contracts. And because we're saving the utility a lot of money by not using natural resources to produce electricity, the value and the savings are going to be tremendous. So I think future generations now take a look at it and they say, hey, you know what? Maybe solar is a viable option and something we should all be looking into. Maybe there'll be more people getting electric cars. Maybe there'll be more people looking to see if I could put solar panels on my house, or what can I do to reduce the carbon footprint that is left behind in so many places.
Like Karen said, it's a little over 2 megawatts, which will produce about 2.6 million kilowatt hours of electricity. The structure, it's a JA Solar 360 watt modules. It's got a little over 5,200 or so of those modules included in the system. The structure is a steel structure that was produced here on Long Island in Calverton by Tebbins Steel, a local steel manufacturer. And Johnson Controls was the energy performance contractor. And Sunrise Power Solutions is the local energy company that is installing this here with local 25 union electricians on the job. So,
my first impression was I just couldn't believe they could possibly pick this school, pick this site, and actually do what I envisioned. So it wasn't skepticism, it was just an incredulous view of it.
Do you think they'll have a positive or negative effect to the school?
Oh, it's going to be a great effect, absolutely positive. We're going to generate over 2 megawatts of power through that. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with how solar works, but that could be a great cost savings to the school and the district over time. And it's something that we can all learn from too, because solar is a great resource to use, and many, many people, myself included, have actually put solar panels on their homes.
The whole construction.
I think the senior class is doing a fantastic job. I think the staff, I think everybody is doing a great job being so accommodating. The contractors are extremely pleased with the fact that we're just so amenable to whatever they're looking for. In many cases, the last second change of plans. So it would be like for this week too, because of the bad weather, sometimes they just can't get work done. And the students have been absolutely amazing. The staff has been absolutely amazing. It's working out real well.